everybody, and happy Tuesday. Thank you all so much for joining me right here on Liam's Weather, where we continue to talk about the severe storms and also the heat that we have been seeing across the whole entire nation. I am your meteorologist, Kenny, and thank you so much for joining me right here on another video right here on Liam's Weather. So now let's go ahead and talk about our forecast as we head throughout the middle and latter parts of this week. So really the whole entire country is going to be maintaining that chance for some scattered showers and also thunderstorms due to several different frontal boundaries, and that will also lead to a slight to enhanced risk of seeing some severe storms across portions of the northern and central plains. And because of all these different systems streaking their way across the whole entire country, really the whole entire nation is going to be seeing some very warm temperatures, very high heat indexes, and also a lot of humidity due to dew points right now in the 70s and 80s. All right, so very, very, very high heat indexes because of all of that relative humidity right now available in the atmosphere. All right, so here's the current look at what we're currently seeing right now across the whole entire country. A big part in that heat index is going to be this big area of high pressure, really right here, as it's rotating in that counterclockwise spin. Any moisture that is going to be in this general area is going to be driven all northward into places like the southeast. So as you can see, we're already starting to see a couple thunderstorms firing up here right along the coastlines of South Carolina. We also do have another big area of low pressure here, really stationary across the Ohio River Valley. And as you can see, it is making a huge difference, stationary front, really digging into places like the central and southern plains. So a lot of scattered showers and thunderstorms here across portions of Indiana and Ohio. And then thankfully, we have several different pressure systems back out this way that are bringing in some much needed rain for places that have not seen rain in almost several months because of the exceptional drought because of the exceptional drought stage that they have been in for the last several months. All right, so here's the current look at what we're seeing right now across portions of the Ohio River Valley, Mid-Atlantic, and then also getting into places like New England. So some very heavy scattered showers and thunderstorms here across portions of northern Michigan, and then also some scattered showers across portions of Indiana, Ohio, and then also getting back into Kentucky. And then as we head down into coastal areas of South Carolina and North Carolina, just a couple of thunderstorms firing up in places like Myrtle Beach, Carolina Forest, and then also getting into North Myrtle Beach. A lot of lightning showing up on the radar. So whenever you hear thunder, just go indoors as soon as you hear that. The Weather Channel has a saying that says, when thunder roars, you get indoors. All right. So whenever you hear thunder, just think about getting indoors right away. All right. Here's another look here across the central and southern plains. Just a couple of showers firing up in places like near Denver, Colorado, and then also getting into Nebraska. And then thankfully right now, we are starting to see a lot more showers firing up across portions like Fresno, California, Las Vegas, and then also getting into Salt Lake City. So very, very, very much needed rain, considering that some of these places out here have not seen a single drop of rain in almost several months because of that exceptional drought. All right. So here's the current look at the dew points right now all across the nation. Back out here across the western United States, we're seeing dew points in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. However, as you head back towards the east, getting into portions of the Gulf Coast, Kentucky River Valley, getting into the Ohio River Valley, and then across portions of the northern central plains, and then also getting really along the whole entire eastern coast, temperatures are going to be anywhere from the 60s, 70s, maybe even 80s in some spots, and that is what is going to be keeping our humidity up, especially as we head throughout the whole entire rest of the week. All right, so here's the current look at where we're at the available atmospheric moisture that could potentially fire up some storms, maybe even some tropical systems. Right now, thankfully, we only have one area of possible development, which I'll talk about in just a minute. So a lot of available atmospheric moisture here across portions of the Central Caribbean. We're seeing some of that firing up here across portions of the Gulf of Mexico, but really there's not as much here as far as the Caribbean Sea goes. And then as you get into the U.S. mainland, just a couple of different areas here across portions of the Kentucky River Valley, and then also maybe in the South Atlantic, and then also last but not least along the Gulf Coast. But really most of our atmospheric moisture is going to be somewhere in this general area right there, all right? So here's a current look at the heat indexes we're currently seeing. Very, very hot, especially across portions of the Southwest, Gulf Coast, and then also getting into really the whole entire eastern coast. Look at this. All the way up here across portions of Western Virginia and then also Pennsylvania. Look at that. A heat index of 96 degrees. Woo, that is a little bit hot, especially there all the way up in the Mid-Atlantic. Heat indexes right along here along the Gulf Coast are going to be steady in the low 90s. And then right out here across the Southwest, oh, you are cooking out there, 98 degrees on the heat index. Ooh, that is a little bit hot, especially for you guys out there, all right? So here's a current look at the GFS model. There's that cold front I was just telling you about, bringing in some scattered showers and also thunderstorms there. Maybe even some severe weather across portions of the central and southern plains, working its way east, and then bringing another chance for some scattered showers and thunderstorms there across portions of the northeast. All right. As we talk about our severe weather, this is the area that we could potentially be seeing some severe weather today. So maybe some areas across portions of northern Pennsylvania, and then also getting back into central and western New York. We're going to be in that slight to marginal risk really across portions of the whole entire southeast. And then last but not least, as you get into places like northern Wyoming and then also into southwestern South Dakota, we also have that very slight risk, maybe even into that marginal risk. And then as we head into tomorrow, we're going to be seeing that enhanced risk for some places in northern Iowa, eastern Minnesota, and then also getting back there also into western Wisconsin. So if you live in any of these areas, be weather aware at all times, all right? And then a quick look at the tropics. We only have one area of possible development. As you can see, since it is in that yellow, it really doesn't have any chance of forming, less than a 40% chance, if any. Here's a current look at the satellite. It's going to be somewhere in this general area. I'm not really seeing any type of tropical development. We do have one little area of low pressure circling right here, but as you can see, there's nothing really firing up. But if we're going to be seeing any tropical development, it's probably going to be somewhere in this general area. But as you can see, there's really nothing to worry about. But I mean, really, that's all we have to look for in the tropics. So definitely do not have any anxiety when it comes to tropical weather, all right? So here's our 10-day forecast for our local areas. We're still going to be dealing with that slight chance of thunderstorms, especially as you head into the next weekend, topping out at a 40% chance. But really, all along, temperatures are going to be topping out in the mid-80s in the afternoon, working down their way into the mid-70s at night. And then as we advance into the early parts of next week, because of that cold front coming down from northern Canada, we are going to be seeing the rain chances increase just a little bit, really throughout the whole entire week, with about a 40% chance of rain every single day. Temperatures in the afternoon are going to be rising up into the mid-80s in the afternoon and then dropping back down into the low 70s at night, all right? So that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to visit my website at www.liamsweather.org. Here's my social media. I'm on Twitter at liamsweather621. I'm on Instagram at liamsweather. And then last but not least, I'm also on Facebook at Liam Kenny, all right? So that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching, and have a great rest of your Tuesday.